No, I think it's the perfect bet. I don't know if you saw like all the tweets and how everybody was going. All the Giants, not the fans. I'm not even talking about the fans. The Giants players were going crazy when they found out about Saquon Barkley. They were so excited to bring him here.
Well, because I think in the locker room there's this sense of, oh, we're not being given up on. Yay!
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because if they took a quarterback, you're basically saying to everybody in that locker room, hey, things are about to change, boys. End of story. New regime here.
And half you guys won't be here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Really, that's what you're saying to them. Mm-hmm. So I think that's part of it. But honestly, there's huge excitement for him. If you want me to give you numbers, flat out numbers, I can tell you. Okay.
No, because he's the second overall pick. You know, there's a lot of people are going to be
right away.
Right, but the thing is, teams are going to know that he's a good running back. So
that's fine. But you also
they knew that Ezekiel Elliott was going to be a good running back too.
Right, and you also. But listen, the Cowboys don't have Odell Beckham Jr. The Cowboys, the Cowboys' second
Cowboys don't have playoff wins, so it don't matter.
No, but the Cowboys' second wide receiver is not as good as I feel like Shepard. You know, they had Ritten, which is a Hall of Famer, but Ingram is going to be a great. You know, so I think that you could try and stack the box against the Giants if you want. Yeah. But we're not going to just act like Eli has his moments. That Eli is not a Hall of Famer himself. Eli could still get the ball into the vicinity of Odell, and Odell can handle the rest.
I still cringe at that comment anytime anybody makes it. I know it's going to happen. I know it's, by our standards now, he's a Hall of Famer, but I just...
Yeah, I know. It's all right, but you got to face it. I know you're a little disappointed because...
I'm not disappointed. I'm happy for him. Good for Eli Manning. What do I care?
I can tell you why you're a little... Because, Alex Smith,
I'm happy.
He won't be a Hall of Famer.
Whoa.
Alex Smith. Maybe Patrick Mahomes might not be one either.
Hey, maybe Eric Fisher doesn't hold on the goal line in Pittsburgh, and we get to the Patriots because we had their number that year.
That was a horrible call.
All right, I'm done. No, seriously. That was a horrible call.
That was a horrible call.
It's playoffs. Let him play.
Yeah, that was a horrible call.
Okay, I'm done. Now, just to give you fair numbers, these are the numbers I think he should have. Yes. I wanted to see him with over 200 carries and maybe 50 touches in receiving, 50 catches, or at least 50 looks. I think you could see... I think this will be his impact. I think he'll have 1,200 yards... 11 touchdowns all-purpose, meaning receiving and rushing, and probably like 300 or 400 yards receiving. So essentially 1,500 yards all-purpose and 11, 12 touchtowns all-purpose.
And basically he's calling him the NFC Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's what you're basically saying.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have to relook at what the Eagles, Redskins, and Patriots drafted this year, but I don't think there was anything...
Did the Eagles even have a first-round pick? The Eagles didn't have a first-round pick. I don't think the Eagles had a first-round pick this year.
They say Patriots. I didn't mean to say Patriots. Eagles, Redskins, and Cowboys. They didn't. No, now that I think about it, you're right. They didn't. I don't
think they had a first-round pick.
Interesting.
But that's what I'm saying is...
I wonder when the last time that happened was.
Who?
The Eagles. They don't have a first-round pick
this year, right?
They didn't pick this.
They didn't need to.
They traded it. They traded it to the Ravens for Lamar Jackson.
That's right.
That was
yeah,
that was it.
It's Ashley.
So and 200 carries. I don't know if that kind of like shocked you or something, but 200 carries. Listen.
You bought a first round running back, right?
Exactly.
Treat him like a first rounder.
It's crazy because if
here's the workload, boy.
Say you're averaging about 25 touches a game,
right? And
you have 200 carries. No, 25 carries a game.
Yeah,
and that's only 8 games. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because the 25 first month will be 100, and then the second month of the season will be 200. So if they, I was thinking more maybe 250. They should get him close to that.
He's a rookie though.
No, he's a rookie, but listen, this is the point.
And there's other running backs.
No, there's other. They have Stewart that the long.
I thought you were about to say Stormy Daniels.
No. No, my professor talks about Stormy Daniels a lot in our class.
Yeah,
but no.
And Black Twitter for some reason.
And Black Twitter. But
what's Black Twitter?
That's another story.
Oh my God.
But Stewart. He's the longtime Panther. Who's been there when D'Angelo Williams was there and Al McCaffrey.
Yeah. He hate me.
Yeah, they have running, but I think that this is what you have to do. You have to feed him the ball as many times as you can. Listen, the Giants defense looked so average last year, and it wasn't. The Giants defense is a top 5 defense. I could be honest with you guys. The Giants defense is a top 5 defense if Eli had any type of production last year. If there was any type of offensive line. So now you're going to see this Giants defense, like you saw 2 years ago, that's hungry, that's flying around, that's hidden. Pass rushes are going to be alive. Corners are pretty good. But now they're going to even have more time because now you got a running game. not just 3 and out. And so I think you're going to see a more successful Giant team. You know, I had picked the Eagles to win last year out of that division and win the Super Bowl, and they won it. And I don't want to say the Giants are going to win a division, but don't be surprised when you see the Giants in the playoffs this year.
I'm going to call something right now. First play of the season for the Giants. First play.
Interception. No.
I'm going to call.
You know who they're playing, right?
I know.
So be careful.
I know.
They're playing the Jaguars.
I know.
Don't say, maybe.
I already know. I don't understand. Play action to Saquon Barkley. Absolute deep bomb to OBJ for a touchdown. I'm calling it.
And listen, and that would be great. And then I have a diehard Jaguars fan.
Are you a diehard? You what?
No, I have a diehard Jaguars
fan. Jets fan.
No. I have a diehard.
Why? Because they both wear green sometimes?
No.
No, go ahead.
But I'm looking forward to that Jalen Ramsey and Odell Beckham matchup. Week 1. I think, I'm happy about the Jets. We're playing the Lions. We're going to win. But Jalen Ramsey versus Odell, we know their personalities. We know how aggressive they are. We know how talented both of them are. I just can't wait to see that matchup. I think that's going to be a matchup we're going to talk about for the whole season.
516-572-7440. That's the number to call to tune in.
Just say it to me again.
I said say that.
Two-way talk radio. I have that Sour Shoes pulled up.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, but let me shout out to this guy back after this.
Okay.
Because I got to get my fair use in it while I'm playing this clip. Otherwise, they may copyright us to Entercom. Because I don't know if you heard back after this, Funhouse on Twitter. He got his thing revoked for playing from Entercom for copyright use.
I saw that. Yeah.
So
I seen it.
But so here we go.
Alrighty.
Chris in Connecticut. What's up, Chris?
That would be the most. Hello, Mike.
What's happening?
Mike, you come back. The Yankees can't lose and the Mets can't win. How about that, pal?
All right. Well, it's only a handful of games, but it seems to have been a trend so far. Tony in Stamford. What's up, Tony?
Hold on.
Tom, go ahead, Tom. What's up?
You can't get the phones to work.
No, not there.
Shoes.
Mike in Lake Baldwin. What's up, Mike?
Mike, how are you?
Good. What's up?
So, Sour Shoes getting his 2 calls in. I think it was 2 days ago, to Francesa, and I feel bad for the guy.
What, for Francesa?
No, for back after
Shoes?
this.
Oh, why do you feel bad for him?
Because that's why listen to a 3.5-hour show where we can get the funny parts in 30 seconds, like we did just now.
Well, because I don't know. Because you know what was great? All right, let me explain something about Mike Francesa. And I'm usually a pretty critical listener of his, only because I don't agree with most things he says. But he did something yesterday that not everybody flat out can do. I was going for a run, I was running, and I'm listening to the show, and I guess through their studios, Terrell Owens just walked. He's in the middle of going into a break. Right? Do some commercials, pay the bills, whatever. And he's like, hold on. Listen, come in here for a second. Let's sit down and talk to me for a second. Pulls Terrell Owens from whatever he was doing, sits him down, and gets him to talk for like 20 or 30 minutes.
I love when he sees somebody who hasn't seen him, bro. Hey, Terrell, how are you?
That's what I mean.
You hear some kind of voice in his...
Hey, Terrell, how you doing? Hey, listen, come on and sit down for a second. No, I mean, seriously, it's insane that he has that effect on people. Like, oh, it's Mike Francesa. I'm going to go talk to him. And Terrell Owens, in that interview, basically said, oh, I'm going after people in my Hall of Fame speech. He says that on his air.
God.
And I can't wait to hear it now.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Oh, God. Because if there's anybody who, honestly, and I really believe this, I hope he does. Because if there's anybody who deserves to do it, it's Terrell Owens. Because have you ever heard of, in the NFL, a more lockdown first ballot Hall of Famer with his numbers get ousted from not being voted in a few years ago? Like, come on. Like, that was ridiculous. I mean, I know people hated him, thought he was a total jerk to the media, and he was. He was kind of a jerk. But you could not deny him a first ballot. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. So I hope he goes after people. I hope he Jordans it. I really do. So... that's just me.
That would be good.
That would be great.
I think it would be some drama to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it'd be great. I will watch, because I don't watch any of that Hall of Fame nonsense because I don't care.
The last time I heard anything about the Hall of Fame was the Hall of Fame game being canceled because of the weird paint on the field.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Does anybody else remember?
Or the lockout. Remember the lockout?
Yes, the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, that guy.
Which they play in the middle of nowhere, Ohio. Why is the football? Why are all the Hall of Fames like in the middle of nowhere, except for the basketball, except for the hockey Hall of Fame?
Well, I don't know because. Well, now that I think about it, I have no idea why Cooperstown is a thing. Can't know.
I've been to Cooperstown. That's a great place.
I've honestly never been there.
It's great.
You have to pay the meter on Sunday in Cooperstown.
Well, what's there to do in Cooperstown besides the Hall of Fame?
Eat a slice of pizza because there's like 6,000 pizzerias for that little town.
It's upstate New York. How good could a pizza be?
No. Like on every corner there's like a pizzeria.
I get it. Again, I'll ask the same question. Why are there so many pizzerias? It's upstate New York. How good could their pizza be?
I mean, it's New York water. I mean, New York is always even it's New York State.
No. The thing about New York water that gives New York, it's all that greasy water from the Hudson River that they're using for New York pizza that makes it so good. I'm joking.
It actually comes from a reservoir upstate. So they're using essentially the same area.
I'm being a jerk is what I'm being. You ever see the movie The Jerk?
Well, they need a jerk from 6 to 10 on the fan right now. They don't have one. The show's not the same anymore to me. It's not as funny.
6 to 10?
Yeah, AM. Boomer and Gio.
Oh, Boomer and Gio? I actually like Gio. The thing about that show is I always disliked Boomer. So it was just like, and Carton was the only, I guess, interesting part of the show, but he was, I don't know, I always thought he was kind of annoying. So Gio's, I think Gio's pretty good. I like Gio. That's just me.
You like Gio's pizza?
I like Gino's pizza.
Ah. I thought you like Anthony's coal-fired pizza.
Wait, I work at Anthony's coal-fired
pizza. So you have
pizza.
to like it.
Cameron,
I'm on air right now, so I have to say I like it.
Are you keeping up with the game right now?
Yeah.
Why is Walker hitting for Torres?
Not for Torres.
Yeah,
not
Torres.
for.
What do you mean? Why is he in for him? What happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I thought Torres was up. Then they say Walker is hitting for him.
Was he pinched? Was he pinched for? Or?
Yeah, it was pinched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just a pinch hit.
Oh, okay.
Who are they? What inning is it? And who is he pitching against? I mean, who's he hitting against?
Hembry.
And
I think the Yankees have 2 guys on base right now.
Yeah, man on first and third.
In his bottom of the 7th.
I don't know why you would wait. They pinched for Walker.
No, they pinched
Walker for Torres.
Oh yeah. Well, the game
that makes perfect sense then, because Walker's been getting big hit after big hit for them.
Yeah, he's been clutch lately. He's been starting the rallies.
So that would be why.
Okay. That's Yankees talk.
Back to Sports Talk.
Sports Talk. Hopefully, you guys driving outside in that heavy rain out right now.
Is it really pouring out there?
Yeah, pouring and lightning. Well, the game got delayed.
I saw the rain. Well, I got here while that was happening, and I got snapped the rain. By the way, John and Susan on the radio said something ridiculous. He goes, Susan, it's raining so hard I can actually see it. And when he said that, I go, What the heck
what
are
does
you
that
talking?
mean?
You can actually see something?
He goes,
you can actually, John can actually.
Hold on, Susan corrects him. She goes, well, John, you're right. It's so thick that it almost has its own color. So that gave you no perspective. But then someone snapped me like their seat at the game, and I was like, oh my God, it was coming down. What they were saying was actually true. The rain was so thick, it looked like giant hail's coming down, and it wasn't. It was just gigantic drops of rain. So if it's raining outside right now, I'm going to stay in the studio. Chill.
For somebody who's turning 80 this year, his voice sounds immaculate.
He's got the crispiest voice, man. He really does.
It's just the...
I don't understand people who don't like John Sterling. You don't... It's because
he needs Coke bottle glasses, though, at this point.
I know. But... oh, it is high. It is far. It is caught...
foul ball.
Caught in the infield. But that's my point. How could you not like him? It's not about the information going on in the game when you listen to the Yankees radio. It's about the entertainment that these two wackadoos give you. And I don't know, because Susan's actually great. She's very informative, but John will just go on tangents about nothing, and it's so listenable.
Susan.
Susan. It's funny. He's like, well, that's a 2-1 pitch, and he's batting at around a 221 batting average. You know, I had a hot dog yesterday. It's just like he could turn the conversation into anything.
It's not like Howie and Josh show.
His
for the Mets.
segues are the best because there is no segue. He just stops with the game and then starts talking about things and stuff.
You know what's funny? It feels like John's calling the game by himself, and then there's like some lady pushing into him in the back while he's like interrupting his game calling. You know what I'm talking about? It just feels that way.
I think he almost felt. I was so confused on the way home yesterday because I think two things happened. Number one, I think he almost fell off his chair after the Judge home run.